What's up, party people? It's KeysDAN with RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com, coming to you live and in living color from the Radio What studios. And this is my podcast, What Makes You Famous? It's an extension of the RadioWhat.com internet radio station that I've been running for quite some time. And if you need DJ services, where do I always send you? DJLittleRock.com. One more time, DJLittleRock.com. Check availability and get a free price quote, and maybe you could have me at your next event. You know I like to party with the people. The people need to be entertained. Are you not entertained? Let me entertain you. Speaking of entertainment, today on the program, I have 2unes Woodall. No, don't call him that. Call him 2unes. The number 2, UNES.net. Might as well send you to the website so you could find out more about 2unes. And you're going to hear about 2unes in the next few minutes. He's from Dayton, Ohio, but he's been around this planet a little bit, and I think he landed in Atlanta, Georgia. So kind of excited to talk about what he's doing these days and where he came from. So 2unes, number 2, UNES.net. All right. Let's see. This week's shows, I have my regular Friday night gig at the Rab, the video dance party karaoke jam. Yes, I said karaoke. You're the stars of the show on Friday night from 8 p.m. until 12:30 in the AM. They got a full bar, kitchen's open, good food. Check out the food. The more you eat, the more you can drink. It's not me. It's science. All right? Don't look it up. Trust me. And then they have 10 diamond-style pool tables at the Rab. And they also have a pool tournament on Friday night. So if you want to try your hand at playing pool and possibly make some money while you're doing it, you check out the Rab Friday night in Conway, Arkansas, from 8 p.m. until 12:30 in the AM. That's when I'll be there. And you're the stars of the show, doing some dancing and having some fun with your friends at the Rab. And then on Saturday, I'll be at the Choctaw VFW in Choctaw, Arkansas, right next to Clinton. Okay, in case you don't know where Choctaw is. I know I didn't know where Choctaw was when I first got here to Arkansas, but I know where Clinton is, so it's right next to it. Choctaw VFW, always a good time. I'm usually there about one Saturday a month, and this is the Saturday. So come on out to the Choctaw VFW from 8 p.m. until 12 in the AM. They got a full bar. They got pool tables. They got a big, giant room for dancing and having fun. So bring everybody. Let's fill that place up. It's Saturday night at the Choctaw VFW in Choctaw, Arkansas. So excited. Video dance party, karaoke jam, a little concert starring each and every one of you. So stoked. So happy to be doing shows for the public, for you, my loyal public. All right, that's enough intro. Let's get into it with 2unes Woodall, a.k.a. 2unes, number 2, UNES.net. Might as well send you out there. I got him on Zoom, so if you're listening to the audio version, check out the video version on my YouTube page, youtube.com/user/KeysDAN. Zooming 2unes now. Oh, you. You're the singer around here.
You wasn't doing too bad. You wasn't doing too bad right there yourself. I see you get keyed up. I just wanted to encourage you. How you doing, young man?
Oh, you sound so good, 2unes. I just want you to look pretty. You look pretty.
Nah, I just want to sound good, man. I ain't never going to win no beauty contest. I ain't worried trip like that. Nah, I don't want to. See, a man should be calling another man pretty. That's how things don't end up good.
Well, you forgot about Muhammad Ali, one Cassius Clay that turned into Muhammad Ali. He's pretty. Yeah. Oh, so pretty. Oh, and then when Will Smith played him in the movie, he played him so pretty. Oh, my goodness. Took the mannerisms. So, yeah, I remember when men could be called pretty back in the 70s when I was a young lad, a wee lad. 2unes.
Okay.
Let me lean back. Let me lean back in my chair and get comfortable. because I got tunes. I got a legend, man. I don't even, man, you've been doing this so long. I don't even know why you wanted to talk to my behind. I'm sure you're a working musician, man. You've been doing this. Well, all right. If YouTube is correct, it's at least 17 years, but I'm going to guess that you've been doing it a lot longer than before YouTube was around, because you are seasoned, my man. Even that first video on YouTube is you with a band just kicking it. I mean, just jazz like
Was it
Duke
outside?
Ellington. Well, no, I think that was the one that was inside, if I'm not mistaken. And you have maybe like a quintet. I mean, and you were along the lines of I don't know, Coltrane, Monk. I don't know, somewhere in there.
That's
little fusion.
A blessing to be. Yeah. It's a blessing to be, in the name of somebody as great as that, man. I'm just humbling, man. I just stay humble so I won't have to stumble. I'm in a conference call, sweetie. I'm in a conference call right now. All right. Trying to get my breakfast done here. Yeah, because no, man, I'm so glad, man. Thank the Spirit. I said, I was getting ready for you, man. I didn't know if it was going to be 11 or 12, but we on. But anyway, about the music, man, let's go with your program, because I'm thankful and grateful for your time, man. And I guess next time we do the next one, I'm how to get it to turn it sideways. I'm feeling already. I can't let that defeat me now.
Well, we put out the audio version and the video version to make sure that people know 2unes, North Woodall, In My Face. Okay. You're out there on the East Coast in Hot Atlanta. Tell me about Hot Atlanta. Is that where you're from? Is that where you're born and raised?
No, I migrated down here from Dayton, Ohio, man. I'm really from Dayton, Ohio, which is called the land of funk. So I call myself the man from funk, the man from the land of funk, because there's so many big time groups, man. The Ohio Players, Lakeside, Slave, Roger Zapp, Heatwave, Phaso. I can go on and on, man. Just coming out of Dayton. So yeah, I'm an Army brat, man. My dad was in the service, and we moved from Kentucky. I was born in Mississippi, then we moved to Kentucky. Then we moved to Hawaii. Then I moved back to Dayton, Ohio. I was like in the 4th grade, and that's when everything starting, right there with my music. And so, I've been doing this, man, since 1966, playing guitar. So it's like I want to get out there even more, man, with do big records. So I'm going to give them a shout out. Once we start getting these gigs start rolling, I think things will start picking up, man, because I like to perform more than anything, and hear the response of the people, because my music is designed just for the people, man. It's like, to me, the listener is the most important person.
Man, I didn't realize Dayton, Ohio was the land of funk. Is that where Parliament's at? Is that where George Clinton's from?
He's from like South Carolina, man. But he's from South Carolina. But just so many groups that came out of Dayton, man, with that sound. It started with mostly, all the Ohio Players. Then it was Slave. Then it was Lakeside. Then you got Heatwave. Then you got Roger Zapp. Not necessary. Then there's a lot of more other groups. But just to name a couple that put that sound on the map, man. So I grew up with these cats, man. Matter of fact, I know you heard the song. The group Lakeside. They got that. Yeah, fantastic voice. Well, it all started with me, and the lead singer of them was my drummer in the 6th grade. So we went back to 1966, and I didn't know he sung then because he just played drums, But that, that's how different things, come up and rubbing elbows with people. So, you just got to keep hanging in there, man. Like what I'm doing now, I'm looking forward to do some big things with big records and see, what can we do? I'll get out there, come close to your town, man, and, lay some sounds down,
Well, you're giving my listener a musical education, and you're developing my playlist for the weekend. Barring that, hopefully it doesn't snow this weekend, because we got inclement weather coming. And
I'm
hopefully
sure.
my shows on Friday and Saturday night still go as planned. And if they
Okay.
do go, there's going to be some jazz in there. Not only 2unes Woodall, but there's going to be some Lakeside. And we're going to take them to the land of
Oh,
funk,
funk.
funk. Yeah. Come along, take a ride. There's a party
Yeah,
over
man.
here. Slide, slide, slippity
I slip and
slide.
slide.
Oh my gosh. And I know you do it. And you're the guitar man, but do you play any other instruments? When did you pick up that guitar? And was that the only thing that you decided that was going to be your tool?
No, I started off on trumpet. My dad wanted me to do trumpet, and I did that for like 2 years. And then I was getting more attracted to the guitar, and I talked my mom into getting me a guitar. So she got me one, and we had to kind of keep it under the bed here for like 6 months till it got more familiar, like that thing. Because when you're like in the fourth, fifth grade, you change from different things, but I still being around, man, living around. I always lived one block over from any. At the time, it was called the Untouchables, and that was the group turned into Ohio Players. So I lived right around the corner from Sugarfoot, and I used to go up out there when I was going skate. Man, they was practicing. I would go and get a guitar pick or a string or something, and then as I went to the eighth, 10th grade like that. Then I was living close to Sats, and I used to go to his house, and he used to let me go to ride gigs with him, man. And so being all around that, man, and seeing them play, then seeing all the other groups come up, that's as part of the story. I got a book coming out, man. This month. It's called The Ups and Downs of the guitar life of tunes. So it should be out here pretty soon, man. Getting it back from Amazon, and just sharing some stories in there, man. About from my how it started to where I'm at now. So I've been asked by so many people. I'm gonna do my own version. Just talking about some things that went on from like I gave you one small examples in the book. This was 1970, right? So me and a guy named Stevie Arrington, who ended up playing drums with the Slave, and then he went out on his own, and he did great. Well, I was in the 10th grade, and he was living in Lima, Ohio at the time, but they had a concert at Hare Arena, and Chicago, the group Chicago was playing, and they had this other group that came on before them. They was called Madura, man. They was on Columbia Records. They was so tight, man. They had three pieces: drummer, guitar player, and an organ player. And the organ player went on to play with Shaka Khan. And so anyway, after the concert, the guy who played guitar for Madura, he came out front, and we met him, and we was talking to him. He said, "Yeah, man, the group, we stand out to the Vandalia Airport, you know, um, and so okay, and so I said, well, we'll come out there. We went out there because I had to take Stevie home anyway. He lived up in Lima, and so he had to go right up past 75 North. So we stopped in there and we seen Chicago, man. They were just, lounging around. They was cool, man. And so I walked down the hall, and all of a sudden, I looked over there, and this guy was in his room just sitting there playing his guitar on his bed. And I said, hey, man, how you doing? So we said, come on in. So we went in and talked to him, man. And it was Terry Caff, man. I didn't even realize it was Terry Caff, man. Terry Caff was so bad, man, that Jimi Hendrix was talking about Terry Caff, okay? That's how bad Terry. And I didn't see him about 3 times. So I said, hey, man, let me play your guitar now. You got to keep in mind, I'm only in the 10th grade. So he said, yeah, go ahead, man. So I got this little acoustic guitar, and I started playing, attempting to play one of his songs. It's called "I Don't Want Your Money." So I was going playing, and he said, "Oh man," I said, "Yeah, that's how I go. That's how I go." My friend said, and then he started laughing, and then he was cool, man. And when we left, my friend said, "Man, you got a lot of nerve. You gonna tell this guy how his song was?" I said, "Well, that's how it sounded to me." Man, I would never forget that. So I put that little story in the book, man. It's like, but it was so true, man. And because I love to listen to Terry Craft and play, man. And so that's why when I play, it's so many artists comes out of me, because when I was back in school, then I was listening to rock music, I was listening to R&B, I was watching Ed Sullivan. So anytime I wanted to get something, man, I done been to so many concerts, man. My first rock concert was 68. I went and seen Blood Rock and Grand Funk, man. I was in line, I had a ticket, and then all of a sudden the crowd, they rushed the gate, man, and knocked the gate down. Then all I know, I was inside. So I went on to the concert, man, and seen Grand Funk and Blood Rock, man. I still remember. And I got their music right now today, man, on my iPod, man, because them shows, man, I kept going to every show. Deep Purple, Emerson Lake and Palmer, man, Humble Pie. My ears are still ringing from Humble Pie.
My ears are ringing from the
I,
Who, man. So I understand
oh
loud
man,
concerts. But
yeah, I
you
used to
grew
get
up,
up close.
yeah,
Huh?
you grew up in the 60s and 70s, and this is
Yeah,
perfect time for you to be in the jazz, in the funk, you're picking up all these different greats in the
yeah,
Ohio area. Man, you said
yeah.
Chicago. Yeah, and I woke up a little bit. You said Shaka Khan. I really woke
Yeah.
up. I had posters of her on my
Mm,
wall. So yeah, me and Shaka Khan, we go way back. And
mm.
Shaka, if you're listening, I still love you. I still do. Don't tell my wife. But no, man, you are growing up and playing with the greats, and you're touching guitars that are being played by the greats. I mean, you said
Yeah.
you had a guitar. Did you have an acoustic when you were a little kid? After
No,
you,
man, I started on straight electric guitar, man. That's what I didn't go to the acoustic because they had acoustic on the book cover. I said, no, take that off, man. I wasn't playing no folk guitar. No, I was playing just a regular, regular guitar, electric guitar. I started out with that, when I did. And so yeah, man, and that's why I just like good music, man. I mean, man, I seen Santana. I seen him with the John McLaughlin, man. I was going to the concerts, man. I was going every time. Man, I got so many stories. It goes on in the book. I had a guy who was from Dayton who started being a big time promoter. Then he was bringing big name groups to the arena. Then I had a friend who worked for him, so he would give me a backstage pass. I could get in anytime. So I was going to see it, and that was more R&B, and they was at the big arena. But I was still going to see. I mean, if they was good, man, I like her. I just went. I wanted to see what was going on, and so and at the same time, like getting in my right ear rock and roll, and my left ear hearing R&B, and then studying a little Beethoven because I went to a Sinclair Community College. So that's why I say my style. You can't put me in one box. I hope you don't. It's because my music is like a gumbo, man. There's a lot of ingredients in gumbo. So if you don't like it, like they take a little bit out of this, and but it's a lot of ingredients. So I just try to paint the picture like that. Because if I want to play me some Santana, or if I want to play Jeff Beck, if I want to play Led Zeppelin, I can put it in. Then I can turn around on the next measure. I want to put James Brown in there. I'll put that in there.
I mean,
you know.
you're mentioning so many of the greats, including my favorite classical, the Ludwig van Beethoven. I mean, he was
Yeah.
kicking it around 1800, and he's still
Oof.
playing today. I still
Yes, he
play him
is.
at the weddings,
Yeah.
because he knew the music, even though he
Hmm.
was completely deaf by the time he
Mm.
finished up with the Ninth, with the Ode to Joy,
Mm.
my favorite Beethoven
Yeah.
song. Man,
So
and people take that same music and turn
right
it, change it, tweak it,
and right
change it,
and
make it for a whole
get paid.
new generation. And
Yeah.
that's what you do, man. So it sounds like you're not only a musician that plays with your own group, but you could be a hired gun. You could go out there and be somebody needs
Well, that's
somebody
basically
some
what's going on
studio
right now.
time.
Yeah, that's what's going on right now. I mean, here in Atlanta, it's I'm not. I had a band, but I kind of shut it down. People weren't being loyal, so now I just me and my wife we do a lot of gigs with tracks, man. And so it's going on good. But I would like to be in the band, but like people got to be serious about it, man. If you ain't serious, don't squander my time. So I've been getting to this point now, just recording and doing with different promoters. I mean, record promoters and people write. So it's working out good. We can hope it can jump off. I can get the rolling. But now they do things different. I know how they do things. You bring in the artist, let's say if you want, I mean, no, you couldn't say Eric Clapton on it because they got so much money, man. They always bring their whole band. But a lot of artists now, they go from city to cities, and then in the city they have to get the best of the house band, and you send them your music a couple weeks ahead of time, and it's good enough to get the show done because it cuts down on the cost. Instead of you bring, would you imagine? Would you like to try to book George Clinton and band every night for a whole year? They got about 300 people, man. They got a lot of people, so that's a lot of mouths to feed. So it is what it is. So I'm just trying to set and make my own mark. And I really appreciate that when you having me on your show, man, just to share little information about where I'm coming from.
Yeah, you mentioned the bands like Chicago, Earth, Wind and Fire, Parliament. That is a lot of mouths to feed. But you also mentioned the three-piece band. I'm guessing he might have had a Hammond organ, maybe, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did.
Just a guitar, a drum, and a Hammond organ. Yeah, you could do a lot with that. And that's stripped down. And people could do a solo. As a guitarist, right. you could do a one-man show because you are a vocalist.
You talking about a one-man show. Listen, you remember Tiny Tim?
Tiny Tim, man. How many miles did he get off of that Tiptoe Through the Tulips? All you need is one hit to be a wonder. Yeah. You could be a one-hit wonder.
Right. Let me wrap it up like this. The person or band, you got to know your sound. When you got a sound, if you want horns or something you got a Chicago. If you want a one-man band, you might like Tiny Tim. So it's, you know what I'm saying? It goes from one to whatever. You got to be into your sound. So and be able to duplicate it when you get on the stage. So whatever it's going to take, man, that's what it's going to take.
Well, I mean, when you're a young lad in Dayton, Ohio, and you put that trumpet down, but before you put that trumpet down, were you playing in bands with the trumpet? Were you doing school plays, school band?
No. This would happen when we moved back from Hawaii to Dayton.
Yeah,
I was like only in the 4th grade. So, and my dad was trying to talk me to play trumpet. So I was just learning the trumpet, taking lessons, at the school, that kind of thing. I never actually played one. And then I kind of just eased onto the guitar. And then that's how it kind of happened. And see, I had a brother that was a little older than me, and he was a singer, man. They had a band. They did a record and everything. I used to see him practicing. This is also in the book. I used to sweat him all the time. Come on, man, let me be in the band. Let me do. They came in the band was laughing at me. So what you gonna do, man? You can't play nothing. How we gonna put you in the band? I said, okay. But see, that didn't make me feel bad. I said, I tell you what, forget y'all, man. I'm gonna start my own band. That's what I did. So, and then we went and played in the talent show in 1966, and that's how it all started, man. I remember we had a little amplifier where you get an old TV with the speakers in it, and I was using that for like a speaker. Speaking, you just put that's the wires from the speaker to the speakers in it, and man, we won the talent show, and I've been, doing it ever since then. So it's one day at a time, man, and it's all good. It's all good.
See, 2unes, you do know a little bit about engineering. Yeah, we truth be told, before we started this podcast, we had a little trouble with the phone trying to get it all set up right. But you know about electronics, and you know about how to get that PA system. Even if you don't have a PA system, you make something work. When I was first DJing, before I started getting paid for it, I would be in the middle school and the high school dances. Or just playing garage, some music in the garage. It would be like house speakers, nothing professional. But I'd have my one turntable with a crate full of records, and I'll be taking it from house to house, playing for the people. And
that's what,
but you took this guitar. Do you remember what kind of guitar it was the first time? Was it always that Strat?
No, man. I went through so many. I had a Kalamazoo. I had a Swinger. Back then, I was like, man, different, man. I think about some of the amplifiers I had too, man. I remember my dad had got me a Silvertone. They brought it from Sears. It was so neat, man. You could take the head out from the back and put it on top, and they had two speakers. Man, that thing would be nice. But my real pride and joy, I know you seen them custom amplifiers, man. I had one, it was like 6 feet tall, man, almost. With three speakers, it was 100 with the blue with glitter. Man, we used to push that thing through the snow just to practice. We didn't know what a gig was. We were just, inspired by the music, man. And like, man, that thing was big. And I wish I still had that today, man. I know it's just nice to see it. But it's all good, man. It's all part of the journey. So I put that story too in the book. So I'm looking forward to see how it's going to be. But just let me, what kind of speakers do you use today on your equipment?
Well, all right. I was just about to mention that. I'm trying to get smaller speakers as I get older. Okay. But yeah, I have. I just gave up my Mackie V3s because they started getting made in China, and they didn't.
Right.
They lasted about 6 months. So sorry, Mackie, you're not good anymore. So for about 2 years ago, I got some QSC 12s. And these, I was looking at top 10 list of speakers, and these are on the top, number one, almost on every list. And then as a backup, I picked up some Electro Voice. I can't remember which ones they were, but they're always number two on the list. So if my mains,
yeah, that's what I was going to share with you. This is my give. I got the EV50s. Man, you need to check them out. They are so clear and plain, and then it only take you not about 2 minutes to set it up. You put down the sub, you put down the bar, and you put down the line array on top. It kicks butt, man. And I got like 4 of them. You can't even stand it, man. I don't even have to turn it up and keep it on 0. It go all the way up to 10. That person came there and so clear. And then they come with a case. They got a bigger one. They got 2 or 3 more bigger ones, but I can get that in my car, man. And then I got the QST 2 and 10. Those 10, I seen the guy do a whole gig with those being the house. And I said, like, what? Man.
Well,
quality,
I do a gymnasium. Like I have a middle school dance coming up, and I'll be in a basketball gymnasium, and those 2 speakers is really all I need. But then I add a bass speaker as well, just to give it a little thump, so these little kids, so these middle school kids, really start, bumping and having a good time.
Yeah.
But man, I think, I can't play a lick. I've had guitars. I've had an Ibanez. I've had a Squire Strat. I've had.
What you got now?
I got nothing because it got stolen. I had an an Esteban guitar. What I have now? I have an ukulele back there, a harmonica up there, and I got a piano.
Nobody won't take that, right?
No. Those absolutely did not get stolen, and the piano didn't get stolen because it's too heavy. Almost killed me when I tried to bring that in that house. So the thieves didn't want to steal it, but they took my 2 guitars, man, and my amps and my a lot of my electronics. Which is if somebody else needed it, I guess, what is it, karma, whatever, that hopefully they're putting it to good use and they didn't sell it for crack,
Oh, man.
but hey. Yeah. And we have mentioned so many great musicians. You said Santana. Was he playing the Strat back then, or was he on the PRS already?
No, this is earlier Santana, man, when he played with John. He was playing the Les Paul, man. He was playing Les Paul, yeah, man. Ooh.
See all these different axes that you had through the years. The Silvertone. I've heard so many stories about people having that Silvertone because it has the built-in speakers, right?
No, see the Silvertone. It was one cabinet with like 2 12s, whatever.
Oh, I got you.
You can put the control part, the head part, went in the back of the speaker, and then it had wheels, so it was really smooth, man. When you get to the gig, you just take the head part out, put it on top, and then you plug it in to the speakers, and it was Working, man. It was just, man, when I think about it, it was, man, it's classic now. It would be classic. So,
Yeah. As
yeah, man.
as we get older, we want to streamline a little bit, because things
Yeah.
start to get heavy. Me, I'm an
Oh,
independent guy. You're an independent guy. We have to be our own roadies most of the time. So you want to be
yeah.
able to carry your stuff in. I'm able, if I do it right and I get it all, nobody talks to me and stops me. I can get it
Right.
all done in a half an hour. 30
Yeah.
minutes. I can get that thing set up,
Yeah.
and we'll have music going.
That's what's up. Right.
And
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. You hit it right on the button. I found this rolling amplifier. Look, this what it does, man. It's the best amplifier ever. It gives me the sound I want, and it's about big as a lunchbox, man. But check this out. You can put a microphone in there. I can play my guitar, and I got a part where I can plug my music over my tracks. Just that. And that's all I need. Depends on the area. Then you got to line out. But man, I did it, and I've been using that. I just got fell in love with this thing about 6 months ago, man. Then bought this other rolling. It's a little bit bigger, but it had more watts. But it's got 6 channels. But I don't like the sound as much as they give me. This other one's called Rolling. It's a street. It's a street amp, and plus you can play it and it run by batteries. It's sweet, man.
that
Oh, it's a
is sweet, man. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in Fort Lauderdale. There used to be a cat that would play his guitar on his roller skates, and it was straight out of a movie. Like you watch these Hollywood movies, and he would be up and down the floor, Fort Lauderdale Strip, playing his electric guitar with a little strap, a little lunchbox sized amplifier that ran on batteries. I thought it was the most fascinating thing,
Wow.
and I used to roller skate back then on the
too.
on
A little bit.
the on the Fort Lauderdale Strip. This is back in the
Okay.
70s and 80s. As I was growing up as a little kid.
Right.
I guess Fort Lauderdale was the 80s. I was in the 70s. I was in Miami. So I
Okay.
didn't move around as much. I was South Florida until I got
Okay.
I got married and older and got to Arkansas. It's a culture shock. But tell me about Dayton to Hotlanta. And was that when you met your lovely wife that hey, and thankfully she also plays in the entertainment business?
Yeah.
Also
Yeah,
plays with you?
my wife she's got a lovely voice, man, and she also plays like the hand sonic, like Erica Badu. It's a percussion instrument. And it's got like 1,400 sounds in it. So I mean, I got that for her so it could be like a little prop. But this way, when I go somewhere and play, and then she comes along, they get even more because like I do a couple songs and maybe sing, play, then she do a couple songs, and it just adds it to it, man. And when we put the tracks, it's like, so here go. I'm getting this trademark, so anybody hear this, they know. I call it's Tunes featuring KD and the Invisible Band. You can't see them, but you're gonna feel them.
That's right, man. You got all these
Oh
sounds
man.
with electronics and
Oh yeah.
do I say it with the artificial intelligence, the AI, that
That's
you can
it.
create so many tracks.
Yeah. Oh,
Some
man.
people are afraid of it, but I'm embracing it because Fruity Loops, all right, that negated a lot of musicians. When you can, when a DJ, a producer can make a bunch of tracks.
This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new because years back, I mean, when the rap and all that came out, they got rid of all the musicians except for the drummer and the bass. All you need is a drum track and the bass, keyboard bass, and some jacked up words to be over there. Cause see, we don't do no cussing, man. No yelling, none of that. We don't get outraged. No, it's just everything I do is clean and with a message, man. That's it. Every song, so we don't. I don't engage in that. I'm not knocking it. I'm not supporting it. I'm just staying in my lane. I just come to funkify.
No, that's beautiful. It keeps your soul clean. It makes you feel good, And but you were talking about when I did pick up those two turntables that I would get the same record on this one as I had on this one, and I would find the break beat. And I would have an MC, and he would be rapping and talking and hyping the band, hyping the crowd up while I'm playing the instrumental part on 2 different records, exactly the same. And some of that was James Brown's funky drummer. Some of that was back there. There was a lot of sampling, and it was just me and him, no band members. But I did appreciate when I had live musicians. I feel like I wish that I would have learned how to play guitar, that I would have learned how to play a trumpet.
It ain't too late, man. Ain't too late. Get you one, and all you gotta do is get on YouTube 2 or 3 times a week. There's so many people out there, man, show you the chords and show you the strings, and you just put self-enjoyment. Then what you do, you get somebody that you know around from town that plays, and they'll come and check you out once every 2 weeks, man. Then before you know it, hey, you be doing your DJing and playing too.
I appreciate the encouragement. And that's what I'm getting from you is tunes at this level, at this time in your life. You're not only the musician, but you're also the teacher. You're also the person that's going to be pushing the next generation, encouraging. I think you're a very encouraging person. It feels like if some young musician, young talented person or young person that just wants to get up and do what you do, you're going to do your best to point them in the right direction. Am I right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, exactly. You hear let me just say this with you right quick. Now, I know this young lady that worked at this Christian Academy school, right? I've been knowing her and her husband for a long time. I mean, they had 2 little kids. I was teaching them guitar. That was 20 years ago. Now they got their own family, okay? So she just happened to call me one day, about a year ago, okay? And she says, Tunes, I need a guitar teacher. I need a music teacher. I said, okay. I said, okay. So I looked them up phone book. I sent her 5 people, man, who had certification, music teacher. Nobody called her. She called me back. We need a music teacher. I said, look here. She said, you need to come up here. I said, hey, I told you I ain't got no certification. I can teach somebody guitar now. You want that? We just come. Man, I went up there, and I've been up there now 2 years with these kids. I teach from 10 to 3 o'clock. I got 2 classes in the morning, and I teach sometimes guitar in the afternoon. Man, them little kids is like, and when you said that, and it's just amazing, man. It's amazing. So I said, and it's amazing. That's all I can tell you, man. And now I'm teaching them a little fundamental of music, the staff and the lines and the space, and trying to get them to do that. And then I got about 4 or 5 different students that want to play guitar and a little keyboard. So, and it's only 5 minutes away from my house. So, and I'm retired, so it's all good.
See, that is sweet, man. Once you get to this level, you start teaching the next generation. And we're here, and I'm going to say we're here on a Monday, and you're supposed to be at school right now, but thankfully today is Dr. Martin Luther King's. It's Dr. Martin Luther King's Jr.'s holiday, and I wanted to talk about that. What is Dr. Martin Luther King? You grew up, when he was doing his thing, and he was still around. I mean, did you get to hear any of that?
Well, I'm down here in Atlanta, man, and it's like I seen the speeches and stuff like that. And I never seen him live, but I seen some of his family members and stuff like that. And I understand what the concept is, and hey man, but I always been was following different music, but I always knew what that was about and what he was trying to present in this message. So I honor that, man. That's the best I can say. And then I've been down to where they got the house where he used to live there and grew up and all that kind of stuff. And it's not too far from the memorial and all that. So I'll show thanks and praise for all that he did, man. And it was the rest is history, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all those experiences are what shapes you as a songwriter, as a creator, as a person. It makes you, feel certain kinds of things that you could that
True.
you have a superpower that you could put those feelings down on paper. You know how to read and write music because you went to school for it. You do know how to read and write music, or you do tabs,
I,
or how do
I do a combination of both. Now I'm better with at chords. I can read, they got something in there with the chords, but the notes, whatever. I mean, it would take me a little longer if I had to be like in a session or something. But if you want the chords and but see, I've been listening to so much music, man. There's so much in me. Even a brand new song, man, it's like it's not gonna really matter to me because I got my equalizer. Once I slide my finger down, I'm gonna know what key is in, and and like if you want me, either you can tell me what you want me to put there, or I already know what I need to put there, and then you can listen to it and say, okay. So it's kind of like that. So it's a combination of both. And so I do better with collaborations, and so it's working with people. But and then I have a lot of my own music, and so everything's is still evolving right now. So I got a new song that's coming out next month. I mean, I guess next month. It's called "On the Move." It's something I did years back, and now I'm doing a remix on it because I got a different producer. Okay, so he put his magic on it, and so we putting it out there. And
is that
see
off
what's going
the
on.
Making Moves record?
No, that was an individual. Making Moves was a song I did a year ago, and that was with Adam Harley. That was the first time I used him. I've been through 3 or 4 different record producers. And so that was a song I did with him. But this song I have now, he has a unique way of working with me because you can get a song from him, or and then this time what I did, I wanted him to listen to some of my songs, and he chose one, and then he modified it. So we work out the deal like that. So it's making it better for me on down the road. Okay. So any means necessary, man.
No, that's fantastic. And from what I
Yeah.
understand, is you don't need to read and write music. From what I understand, you could plug your instrument into this computer, use an app, and it'll write down the
Oh yeah,
lyrics
yeah,
and
they
all
got
the.
all these tools. Yeah, yeah, it can do that too. But it depends on the situation. Usually, if somebody now they call you over unless you on a big in a union or something like that, and they call you in to hear the track. They trying to figure out what you gonna put on it. They already know your flavor to a certain degree. And that's why they call you. So you go in there and do what you need to do. So it's not like I'm trying to get it play at Carnegie Hall and with the orchestra and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different, but whatever way you need to make it work. The greatest little line I want to share with you, and this was from Ray Parker Jr. Man, this cat, he said, "You know where his office is at? You know where his office is at?"
I do not. I'm going to guess Atlanta.
Okay, no, his office is, he said, wherever there's a speaker, that's his office.
I
Wherever
like.
there is a speaker, that's his office, man.
Yeah, I liked him with radio.
Oh yeah,
I liked
yeah, man.
I liked him with radio. That was fantastic, man.
Yeah, man.
He was killer. Yeah, I think they did him dirty with that Ghostbusters song, even though that was his biggest hit. They said, "You need to write this song in 2 days," and he went,
Yeah.
"What?" And it's got to be like this Huey Lewis song. Okay,
Wow.
and it was just like that Huey Lewis song. He got
Yeah,
he
it
got in
was.
some trouble because of that, man. But they made him go so fast. It's got to be this beat, and it's got to sound like this, but not this. So it wasn't quite exactly the same. But and that's trouble, man. That's a trouble with being a musician. Is people start thinking this alike and get influenced by other music. If you listen to a song by Stevie Wonder, it's going to sound like a song by Wham or a
Right.
song by Culture
You know
Club.
why that is? Because we're only dealing with 8 alphabets, man. It's only eight alphabets. And after so long, a lot of stuff is going to have some similarities. But then again, I always say it's back like what like was 2 things is, everybody want to be like Mike. But, that's like when you look in the mirror, and that could be 2 things too. everybody want to be like somebody to a certain grade. That's the way it is. But everybody still have their own identity. So I mean, you shouldn't be tripping, man. It's just a different vibe. That's all, man. Because I mean, whoever this out now, you didn't create this, on your own. You didn't come up with music. You didn't come up with notes. This been here way before you, man. So just get your little, piece of the action and be satisfied. Why you gotta, you know what I mean? That's my take on it, man. Because you're not the original. I know you want to be, but you're not.
No, it was a long time before us. We're on the shoulders of
Yeah,
giants. All right.
yeah.
I know you got to get back to your breakfast. You got your
No,
love.
man, I'm good. I'm good. I didn't know how long or every time we supposed to be doing it, so I'm good. No, that's on the whole, man. Like, see, this is where I'm at, man. Everybody knows. If you love me, man, you will not try to come in between me and my music. Nobody or nothing comes in between me and my music. Nobody. So we got that established for everybody. So that's the way I'm feeling about it. So let's don't get it twisted with somebody. See, that's not going to be good. Because I'm saying I'm not trying to rain on your parade. Don't try to rain on my parade. You, the captain of this show, sir. When you say it's over, then it's over.
Uh-uh.
Everything else, yeah,
I
that's
got to be
where.
mindful of who I'm talking to, and I already know your lovely wife is out there, very excited that you have a day off from teaching the children, and she has you all to herself today on this fine holiday, and I want to respect that, man, because
No, I'm good. I'm
you,
going to I'm going to the music store as soon as I finish talking to you because I got to take this app. I want to make sure it's working right. If they open, I'm taking it up there. No, but we good. We good. My wife
Oh
was
no,
someone
no,
say,
and
Emily,
I don't want this to be the last time we talk, but I do
nah,
want to land this plane at some point. I mean,
yeah,
I know you got
you
you
call the
got
shot.
music out there. You got tunes with a TUNES.
Okay, start
Tunes.
over. No, get rid of the T
No,
and
that's
then
tunes.
two,
It's
number two,
the number
a
two,
number two. Yeah, yeah.
UNES. Sorry about that.
No,
Dot
no, it's good because you didn't
dot
know the
net.
story.
Yeah, and
You didn't know the story. We'll
what
come
is
back.
the
I'll
story
come
with
back.
the two uns?
Okay, you remember Mr. T used to be on the A team
I pity the fool.
back then. Yeah, yeah. Back then I had this. I came up with tunes before that was even out. It's because back in Dayton, people would call me, and I had so many records, and I've been up on the songs. I could say, man, all right, man, how much the gig is paying, and where's it gonna be at, and I'll meet you at the gig because I already know the song. So, so I came up, and I said, well, I'm gonna start calling myself Tunes, and now I just been bringing it to life, man, full circle, and that's what's going on. That's how they came up. So I put it with the number two, so make it a little bit more interesting. So that's how it
I
goes.
think you've grown up at the perfect time. You were here before technology was going so fast, and you just seen it move at the speed of
Oh yeah,
lightning, and you've just
yeah,
been going along with it. Tunes, North Woodall, and just having man, you're having the time of your life, and you're sharing it with your lovely wife. That excites me to no end. Anything I can do with my wife that that
yeah.
we can go out and have some
Right,
fun and
right.
grow together. That is a beautiful thing. Pursuit of happiness. That's what you
Yeah,
got. You are getting that pursuit of happiness, not just with your music, but also in your family time, your household. The people that around you, your friends. You said you couldn't keep a
right,
band together. I know that's tough to do, to try to get 4 or 5 guys and maybe some gals to show up at a certain
right,
time for years on end. Even the Beatles only lasted what, 7.5,
right.
8 years? What was it?
Wow. I
So
see your point. I got your point. Yeah, but because the people got to have, you know how to saying you can take a horse to the wheel, but you can't make him drink. So that's what like the situation. It was not like I couldn't keep a band. I just got to the point I didn't want to deal with the band because people are not showing loyalty, man. When people come over your house and they practice and over 6, 7 years and they can't even bring a 6 pack of water, and then you putting paper in their pockets, man. You're giving them 1099s at the end of the year. I come into a room, my first thing I'm saying, well, who's giving out 1099? Nobody raised their hand. And I raised my hand. I said, okay, well, you had the same amount of times I do when you wake up. Look at when you look at the calendar, don't look on there and see what the gigs we got. Look on there where we don't have the gigs. That give you an opportunity, to put some on there. Man, I got so many fantastic ways for people, if they're working together, can all benefit from it because you're a paid agent. Why don't you pay the bass player or the drummer who get a gig and just keep it going, man? But like now you're not gonna keep coming over here using my restroom, electricity, and all this and like that. I'm giving you gigs and you're still gonna be moping and nah, man. I said nah. So I didn't sold everything. I sold the van. I'm still down great equipment, man. Anybody know that I got an X32 rack? I'm getting rid of that. I got JBL speakers. I'm getting rid of, man. I got a keyboard and have the 550 rolling, man. And it goes on and on. I got a spotlight. You need spotlight for your DJ? I got a spotlight, man. I got all kind of stuff, man.
See, that's what we need to be doing, stripping it down. You're down
that's what I'm doing.
You're down to a 2-man team, you and the wife.
Yeah.
And you can put on a good show. You can put on the band.
They love it.
And are you wanting to stick around the Atlanta area, or is Big Records going to take you all over the world?
Well, that's what the goal is. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna be talking to the CEO today, and we're seeing. I'm taking it slow. It's been about 4 or 5 months, and so they out of Canada, so the process is different than America. So we're gonna see what it is, but I stay ready, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't turning down nothing but my collar, man. I mean, hey, you got a gig over there today in Kansas City? Let's go. I mean, Arkansas. I got a fold up guitar. Goes right under the seat of the airplane. I'll be there, man. Let's go.
Oh, you are ready.
I just want to play.
You are ready, and you do want to play. I can see that.
Yeah.
Now, are you doing mostly covers or mostly originals, or is it 50-50?
I do a combination. I keep playing my originals, and I play. Depends on. I just tailor make the show to where I'm going to play at. I can just walk right in, man, and know this probably be. Now that's why I like to give myself more credit. I'm really good at picking that song. Cause see, in my iPod, man, I got 60,000 songs, man. I use my iPod, and I got enough room for another 60,000 because it's 160 gig iPod.
Yeah.
And man, I love it, man. It'll never give me no problems, and never late, and saying nothing crazy. They ain't got to feed it. Just hit it and go. You got to be ready to go with it. Cause when they change, you got to know the song. You got to know the music. See, so it's like that. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and hey, I hope the next one we do it. We have other more things to talk about, man. Cause you can't never get it. Like Slav said, wish I could get the message over to you, but I can't get the message over to you now.
Yeah, I was just thinking, man, you're the kind of musician that's going to be working all the time. You can work as much as you want because you'll tailor your the show to the person that you're working for. You're not a prima donna who says, "No, I only play original songs. I won't play any covers." No, you don't have to be the star of the show. You can be the background actor, the character actor that's going to be working all the time. Not everybody can be Tom Cruise or Denzel. Right. They only make one movie a year, but the background actor, he might make 5, 6, 10 movies a year. And make this much money,
man. Yeah, you're exactly right. I love playing. So I'm doing, one man band, 2, 3, whatever. I'm waiting for some people to call me if they want me to play. So it's all good. I just keep at it, man. Let's keep at it. So
you got any gigs coming up in Atlanta? Coming up real soon, or anything in town?
We do like this, birthday party stuff like that, man. I mean, just me and my wife is next Saturday, this coming Saturday, next Tuesday. I played the Living Center, man. They got the a Living Center. That's cool. They love it, man. I go there and play for an hour, man. And, it's profitable, man. So you just keep your chops up. Then I got a partner who got a clothing store, man. I go play at this clothing store, and for 2 hours, just sit there and just slam. It's like a paid rehearsal, man. You walk out, you can get 2 shirts or pants and a shirt, nice suit, whatever. Man, he keeps my wardrobe up. So like, man, he got some nice stuff in there made from Turkey, man. Man, I seen some $3,600 shoes in there.
Tunes.
$3,600?
Oh my gosh.
So
They better massage your
so
feet. And they probably do.
yeah.
They
Oh
probably do.
man, I wanted to pay bills too. Then he had to pay for 1,000. I got them, man. You know, he's like, you got to pay 2 or 3 times. I said, okay. So it's all right, man. It's just man. So just staying in tune, and keep at it, man. Keep doing something on the wall. So I appreciate this, man, and send out the love to you and your family and all your fans, man. I can tell you got a great spirit, man. So and we got to give much thanks to Miss Tara, man. She's just an angel who just don't have wings. She don't need wings, man. We're working.
Tunes,
Yeah,
you've been
she's such
doing it.
nice.
You've been doing it and you love doing it, man. You're going to keep doing
Yeah,
it. And thankfully you have a lovely wife that lets you do it and also wants to do it with you. The talent
yeah.
flows in the Woodall family. And I like that. I like that so much. All right. I don't want this to be the last time that we talk.
No, man. Say when.
I want you to come
Just
back
say
when you
when.
got something else to promote, especially when
Okay.
that new song does drop. Give some shout
Okay.
outs to people. And I always finish these things off with last words for the people. This could be words to live by, something you heard a long time ago, or whatever pops into your head at this moment in
Okay.
time. Tunes, North Woodall, give the last words for the people.
The last word to the people, especially the musicians that want to get off into this business, please, please, please learn the business. If you don't have no business, it will not be no music. Okay, let me say it to you a different way. A guy that was a dean at the college he said, look here, when you lose your money, please don't lose your mind. But he said, but when you lose your woman, please, please don't mess with mine. Oh man, I just throw out the top of my head. But peace and love and happiness to everybody, man. Have a good one, my brother. One love. All right.
Well, there you have it, party people. Tunes. No, not T, number 2unes.net. North Woodall. Yeah, what a great dude. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit of your story. I know it's your day off. I don't want to take your whole day away. I mean, we could do a 3-hour podcast. We probably could do a 5-hour podcast. You got a book out there. You got so much music available for people to listen to. Just head over to number 2unes.net. And that's the website you need to go to find out more, even more about Tunes. You know he's got a knowledge of music. Yeah, you named all the bands or a few of the bands that you've been associated with and the ones you went to see, that you were affected by, that you were inspired by, and the ones that keep you going and going. And it's not one box. It's not just jazz. It's rock, it's pop, it's funk, it's all of that. And all of that blends together and becomes Tunes, North Woodall. So stoked. Thank you so much. And I'm happy to know you. And now that I know you, I'll be helping to spread you along, man. Anytime we can, if I see you on the social media, and this is what you could do, my loyal listener, not just go to a show if you're in the Atlanta area, but also if you see them online, just share it. Share it on your social media. Share it on your Twitter. Share it on your Facebook. Share it on your TikTok. Share it on your Instagram. Share it. And get the word out about Tunes, about North Woodall. I know it's Tunes. Number 2unes.net. Check it out. All right. Thank you so much, Tunes, for being on the What Makes You Famous podcast. That's it for this edition of What Makes You Famous. Now, if you, yes, you, my loyal listener, if you'd like to tell your story, I encourage you to give me a call, 501-470-6386, or email keysdan@aol.com. That's it for me. It's KeysDAN, RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. Peace. I'm out of here.